Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to Wrestling with Things. We wrestle with all sorts of things in sports and entertainment. And now, here are your hosts, David and Sammy Joseph.
All right, Doc Rivers is the new coach of the Philadelphia 76ers. It was about a couple of days he got this brand new head coaching gig right after being released by the Clippers. Sammy, what are your thoughts on this new hire for the Philadelphia 76ers? And can it take them to another level? And more importantly, Ben Simmons can it take them to where they need to be?
Absolutely not. I mean, they don't have the right roster around those two guys. Two guys who seem to be lazy. Two guys who don't seem to be working hard on their craft, and that's the number one thing that it all comes down to. Too. First of all, Doc Rivers, he's had plenty. He knows how to coach a star. He's had plenty of stars before, but at the end of the day, this is a different case, dude. You're dealing with somebody who wants to shoot all the time, and he's like 7 foot plus. And then now you're dealing with another guy who won't shoot at all, and he's like what, 6'9", 6'10". That's gonna have to be the number one goal, which is hard because Brett Brown was coaching them for like what, 6 years, and he couldn't even do it. So that's gonna be the number one task, and then the second task, he's gonna have to find a way to build another championship roster around them, like when they have Butler, Tobias, Redick, all those other guys. That's going to be the second task, and I don't see Doc Rivers being the dude who turns this all around. I don't.
That's so hard to believe.
Yeah, from the point of view of getting a very highly respected veteran coach that respected actually has a resume, it's an okay hire from that perspective. Everybody still respects Doc, and he'll get respected. I have to agree with you. I don't see this as the best hire for this. I don't think this is the best they could have made. It almost seems to me like they just wanted to, just because on a browse their options, see who might be. But I'm sorry. One thing, Rivers, I got to question Doc Rivers. He's an NBA champion, and he failed this year. And I'm not going to hold that against him, but I think so. I'm not at good head. Today, when is he ever get good at getting the best out of players development? When is he get the best at helping young studs get to their best ability? Yeah, Blake Griffin's the most well-rounded he could be. Yeah, he made him a little bit better, but Blake Griffin became more and started shooting the three and handling the ball a lot better and more consistently on the Pistons. And if you look at Doc's recent track record, he's just had a bunch of really good teams that didn't even make the conference finals. They're always just really talented, have two really talented all-stars, but they can't make the finals. So far, that's the case with Paul George. Obviously, it's the first year, but it was like that with CP and Blake. So far, like that with Paul George. And I fear if he goes to the similar to CP and Blake Griffin, he just has a track record of underachieving when he has really great talent.
I'll give Doc this credit. A lot of people did have their best years under Doc Rivers. Like, if you look at when he was coaching T-Mac in Orlando he was having his best years. CP, I would say that the Clippers years were his best years in terms of NBA.
Yeah, probably statistically and all around.
Paul Pierce, I would say that he had his best years with those dudes. But those dudes were dudes that were already in the league for a long while. And then, it was just the right timing and the right age point. You know what I mean? Ben Simmons and Joel, they're still fairly young. So I don't know if he can stop them from being stuck in their ways. Like, that's what I want to ask you. Like, do you really think he's going to get them to play different? Because that's what they got to do, number one. They got to start playing a little different.
I do think Doc is capable of making Joel Embiid different. I'm not sure he can get Ben Simmons to shoot. I don't know if he's that type of dude yet.
So you think he can get him to go in the post more?
Yeah, I do think that. I do think he could maybe motivate Embiid to take less threes a game, use your size mid-range more, and learn how to pass out a double team post so you could get more. I also think it's a for this to even make.
But why not Simmons? Why not Simmons?
I don't think a coach it can help you shoot. I think you almost. That's his thing he needs to fix. That's his mental. I think get in the gym and learn to shoot. And to the point when it is a real game, you can at least take one a game. He doesn't even take one a game. So I think that's a matter of Doc Rivers. I think Ben Simmons got to put in the work and develop the intangibles if it's possible for him to do so. But back to the bigger picture, they need to trade the Al Horford was a bad fit. I thought he would be but he's a bad fit over there. And get or a point guard or a better guard that maybe they should try to keep an eye on because he's pretty much has one foot out of it. I think he's about to be a free agent. He doesn't sound like the Pacers the best fit for him right now. I really think he could become a key piece to a contender.
I'm doing dirt.
Yeah, I agree with you. I think Al Horford is definitely the target one in terms of trade. You know what I mean? Like, because when they brought him in, I did think he would have brought the same Celtics type stuff that he was doing over there. And it didn't work. I don't know why it didn't work. You know what I mean? I kind of have a feeling it didn't work because he didn't like the environment he was in.
Yeah.
because I feel like
Al Horford's good everything. So.
Yeah, like
he's not a selfish player. He's going to do a little bit of everything for you. And I'm not gonna lie, he's a little overpaid for what they need him to do.
They did pay him a lot. They did. And not only that, the shooters, like they got to get the shooters back. And that's one of the things that I don't know if I can trust Doc with doing. I don't know if I can trust him to give them the right targets to go get in the market. Like I don't know about all that. You have a deadline, and that's going to be tough to do. So I honestly I still see this team being in the same level, like first round, second round. You know what I mean? Quick out.
So let's say hypothetically speaking, Ben Simmons comes back as a great player. They add veteran shooters. And Joel Embiid's mostly healthy and consistent. Do you think this team ends up in the Eastern Conference against Bucks or Miami Heat next year?
I don't think so. Because if the Bucks can go in the offseason and make a move for, let's say, someone like a Chris Paul or something, I'll see them getting better. I think Miami is only going to get better. You know what I mean? I think Boston is only going to get better. I don't know.
I'm done with Boston, man. I'm done.
No, I think they only going to get better.
They're a little further away than the rest of the team.
I don't think so. I don't think so. If they can get this offseason, let's say their hands on a Drummond or a Steve Adams.
But their bench also needs to work. They need a big and a bench.
I know. I kind of said.
I don't know. I think if Gordon Hayward can get healthy, that bench will be okay.
Yo, I think I'm done with him for real. I don't think that was a good signing for them.
You think he's done?
It's damaged goods for that team. I don't think he's working for them.
You think Hayward's done?
He needs to be traded.
You think Hayward is finished?
Yeah. But I don't think he's gonna be effective. How much more effective do you expect him to be for Boston? They've tried.
They've been
patient
14,
with him.
Like 14, 15 points.
Wow.
You think he can't deliver on something
That's
like
not
that?
what he's supposed to be giving you.
Man.
He is an 18 point per game, 19, 17 point per game scorer.
But let me just say this. He's also a trade bait type dude anyway.
He's a great trade bait.
You see what I'm saying? And Danny Ainge, I see him doing something with that. So again, I still think Boston only has room to get better. You know what I mean?
That's fair.
Philly's the only team I'm looking at, and I don't see any room for improvement.
I don't want to be totally negative on Philly because I do think if you give Joel Embiid, I'm willing to give them this one more year to see what can go on. It's just going to be it's going to be very important to get those shooters. The shooters are going to determine more than anything.
But it's not just that; it's the stars too. You know, are they going to be healthy? That's number one with these guys. And then again, are they going to keep playing the same way they've been playing for 5-6 years? You can't keep playing like this and expect to advance more in the future. You know what I mean? Like you 7-1, bro. Like stop, get the hell away from that 3-point line. Get away from that high 2 line. Most of these teams is playing small anyway. You know what I mean?
Look what Anthony Davis is doing in the finals. He's taking advantage of a small Crowder. I knew he would do it, but he's feasting the smaller Crowder, a smaller Adebayo. They can't stop him, guy, but Joel Embiid could do that.
Imagine what he could do.
He could do that. He's capable of doing that.
And then Ben Simmons, come on, you could keep doing what you're doing, but get a mid-range. You know, just start at the mid-range mark.
At least the mid-range.
We're not asking for 3.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I just don't see those things improving because it's already at a point of concern. 5-6 years.
I give them the benefit of the doubt for one more season. Only because they're so damn talented, and only because I believe in them. I really think the talent is there. I don't think they're a lost cause just yet.
Because there's a black hole there, right?
Okay, that's fair.
We haven't seen them with a good enough coach. I do think Doc Rivers is still good enough to be a great motivator and to get something. But I am skeptical that he can actually be a player developer. But I do think he brings a winning background and he can play smarter.
Listen, when it comes to me, you know, I'm one of those guys who support Doc Rivers. You know what I mean? I feel like he shouldn't have got fired anyway.
I don't know, man. I'm not even sure he deserved this job so quick. I would have gave it to someone else if I was Philly. But
I would have too. You know who I would have gave it to? I would have gave it to Nate McMillan.
Yeah.
Because
wow.
because
that's a great, excellent point. One. That's
because
excellent.
and the reason why, because Nate McMillan's known for messing with young guys and getting them
every single drip of talent out of them.
Yeah,
he's known for that.
And getting them to
overachieve. A long time ago. Yeah. He just did it in Indiana on the low, and nobody's giving him credit for it. He gets everything out of people.
I would have gave it a Nate, and I would have told Nate to have full control and do what you could do with these young dudes. If it don't work now, we'll break it up. Yeah. That's what I would have said. But I still believe Doc Rivers should have his job in the Clippers office, because at the end of the day, those two superstars. Listen, those two superstars, man, they totally underachieved in the playoffs. Underachieved. There was a lot of finicky games. There was a lot of games they didn't look like themselves. You can't blame that on Doc Rivers, man. Like, you're supposed to be.
I don't blame all of it on him, but like I said previously,
like 12, 14.
I don't think he made it easier for them. He didn't draw plays that made it easier for them. I really don't think he did.
I think he was going off of.
He made no adjustment. He was relying on talent only. He was too relaxed.
He did rely on the guys to just get the ball and be stars. He did do that. But fair to say, they were supposed to give a whole lot of better effort than 14, 12 points in Game 7 type situations, Game 6 type situations. Come on, man. Come on.
You're right. We gotta hold them accountable. They failed. I'm not sugarcoating it. They failed.
Like I had them. I picked them. Like
I did too. And let's be honest, we all wanted to see that conference finals. It was a little funny and entertaining to take jabs at the Clippers, but I'm mad at the Clippers.
I'm mad too.
Suspense. I'm mad at of everything. We put all of our eggs into that basket of the Battle of LA. And they robbed us.
And I'm gonna go even deeper.
Bad TV.
I'm gonna go even deeper. I'm gonna throw the Bucks in there too, because I have.
Oh yeah, I've been told you about them, but they robbed us too.
But I had them at least going to the finals. I didn't have them winning, but I had them at least going to the finals, and then getting embarrassed or something like that by one of the West teams. But the fact that they got embarrassed by East team, come on, that brings it all the way down.
So that's one of the types of
a fifth seeded Heat.
Everybody knows the NWO is the reason.
They're all on the side, but I
still holding a new sort of religion. That's not really a religion, but that's like enlightenment.
I agree. I agree. We'll hold it at that. We'll give him a year. I'll go over to your fence and we'll say let's give Doc a year.
All right, let us know what you think in the comment section. Like, subscribe, comment. Do not forget.
You know your stuff. I know my stuff. You know your stuff. I feel like